Well, hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 9th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad to be home. Oh my gosh, what a day we had yesterday. It was absolutely crazy. I'm so tired. We had a great trip. It was so fun. The weather was great except for 2 days. And like the first 4 days we were there, it was beautiful. And then we got a little bit of cold weather and rain. Not too bad, but our seaplane adventure was canceled. So I was kind of bummed about that. That was our day in Juneau. So we went to our seaplane adventure and it was really a little bit raining and kind of really foggy. And I kind of had a feeling they were going to cancel it and they did. So we were like, well, what are we going to do now? So since we're getting the money back from the seaplane, we said, let's go eat some crab legs. So we went to this place called Tracy's Crab Shack that was right next to the boat. And oh my gosh, the crab legs, they're the Alaskan king crab legs are like this long and about that big. And I could have eaten 10 of them. They were so good. We got one each because they were $90 a piece. And then we got a drink, and the bill was $245. I was like, dang, for one crab leg. But I could have eaten it at least 3 or 4 more. They were just so, so good. But we didn't get home till 1:30 this morning, and I slept in, and then I had to mow the grass and stuff. So I am exhausted. And then I just threw this card together really fast. So I forgot till after I mowed the grass. I'm like, oh, dang. I knew I had to do a video tonight, but I was thinking I could just do anything. But then I'm like, I got to do a new kit. And I'm thinking, okay, for the kids, I got to make sure I have enough. It's harder to do the kits than regular because you gotta make sure you have enough of the designer paper or whatever you're doing for, like, 20 or so kits, and, I was like, "Oh, no." So what I had planned on doing, I had to swap and then, came up with this card. So I hope you guys like it. So, I have some exciting news. We have free shipping coming up on Thursday. So, don't anybody order today or tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, is free shipping. So if you have been waiting to order till I got back, don't do it till Thursday. And you can get free shipping on any orders over $75 or more. So it's a great, great deal. I know everybody loves free shipping, especially me. And I just put an order in yesterday on the way home because I didn't find out about this free shipping till a couple hours ago. So I've been holding this order out, and I was like, I'll just go ahead and put it in. But I didn't have internet the whole week because if any of you guys have been on a cruise, you know they charge you like $30 a piece per day for internet. So $60 times seven, that's like $420 just to have internet. And I figured we'd have it in port, but we only had it in port a couple days. So that's why I haven't posted much on Facebook or anything because I didn't have internet. So I was trying to catch up on stuff yesterday in the airport, and we had our first flight was delayed, and well, not really delayed, it just was late. And then when we were flying to Chicago, I was looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's no way we're going to be able to get our second flight because we only had like we were going to land about 6:20. Our next flight was at 7. And by the time we got off the plane, and I have a bad knee, so I can't run. I kind of walk slow. I'm like, there's no way I could make it to the next gate. And so luckily, they delayed it 2 hours, but that meant we didn't get home till after midnight. And then I'm gonna tell you this another story after I say hello to everybody. So let me say hello real fast. Hey Nancy, hey Lynn, hey Diana, hey Lou, hey Regina, hey Kathy, hey Christine, hey Therese, hey Karen, hey Jody, hey Trina. Oops, I think I already said a couple of these. Hey Wendy, hey Sherry, hey Karen, hey Anna, hey Charm, hey Brenda, hey Tracy, hey Gloria, hey Hilda, hey I think it's Carrie Hamilton, right? Carrie Hamilton. Hey Tootsie Bell, hey Mary, hey Marva, hey Amy, hey Lori, hey Becky, hey Lisa, hey, I think I already said Bina. Did I say Bina already? I think I did. Hey, Vicky. I think I'm duplicating, so I'm going to stop now. Oh, one more. Hey, Connie. Two Connies. All right, I'm going to stop because I know I'm duplicating now. All right. Thank you guys for all the nice wishes. And you guys are so sweet. Yeah, I was hauling laundry today too. I had to dump, I was trying to unpack some, but oh, I just had to get the grass mowed because I got home and looked at the weather and it was not really great today, but it's supposed to rain the next like 6 days. So I was like, I gotta mow the grass today. Plus, it was, about 6 inches tall. So anyway, I have lots to show you. So this is the stamp set we're using today. It's called Flowering Meadow, and it goes with the Velvet Meadow paper, which is what we're using tonight. And I think I showed you this before. I'm pretty sure I did, but I'll show you again. So this is a specialty paper that is so cool because it's got like, what do you call that? Really, it feels like velvet, but it's like not puff paint. I know I asked you this last time. I couldn't remember the name of it. That white fluffy stuff. It's so soft and fluffy. And it's flocking. Yeah, that's it. Flocking. Okay, so you got this paper, which I'm using. And then we got this paper. And that's the back of that. Then we have this paper. So all the whites, well, not all the white, but all these white parts are like bumpy, fluffy. So that one, then we have this one and that one, and then we have this one. Can't get it out. Hold on. This one here. I think this is the one I did like six cards with it, and you can cut it in half and then cut it in sections. And I love that piece. Excuse me. And then this piece we're using also, and that's the back. So the back is just kind of plain, but it's beautiful paper. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I got on the trip. So we got to play like spin the wheel every day and get a prize. So I got this prize, which is, oh, it's in French. I don't know what it's called. Oh, oh, textured tree ring. There it is. This is in French right here. I was looking at this. I'm like, I don't know what that says. Textured tree ring. So that's a new one, embossing folder. Then I got this one, sweet foliage. This is a stamp set. That's really pretty. I love it. Simply leaves. I think these are all coming out in July next month. I'm sorry. So two stamp sets I got in a embossing folder, and then I got 2 packs of paper. So this one, let me show you. This one is shimmering stripes, and it's really pretty. Hold on. Let me just cut it open. I like to cut it the other direction. Okay, so this is sparkly paper and it's also striped. Can you see that sparkle on there? Love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. This would be great for like Christmas in July cards. And there's a really pretty Christmas pack of paper that's coming out too. So you get, let's see, 4 sheets. There's 4 sheets in here of that sparkle paper. So it's like glimmer paper, but it has stripes. Now, this is brand new paper too. This is called Sunflower Fields. And let me open this up. So I haven't even looked at it yet. I just saw it on display. but it's really pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so that's the first page. And then you have, I love sunflowers. They're so, so pretty. And I don't know when this comes out because I don't think it wasn't in July thing. It must be something else. I don't know. Love, love, love this one. There's another one. So great fall cards with this. And then that one. And then this one, Cajun Craze. All right, beautiful paper. And there's some cute samples with it too. So that's what I won from free. And then I did a swap. I don't know why my throat's kind of tickly today. Let me see. I'll tell you about Alaska in a minute. Let me show you. I got 3 cards. Let me show you these real quick in the mail. This one is from Loretta Pearson. And isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I think I'm going to do a framed art this month for one of my classes and use this paper and the like Adirondack set and the chair and stuff and make a framed art for my class. So I'll do that video of that. So this is from Loretta. Absolutely gorgeous card. Thank you. Thank you. And then I have this one. This one is from Regina Van Dyke. Cute card. I loved that paper. That was one of my favorite papers we had in celebration. And I love it. And then I got this one. I got a few cards for my mom too. I got actually more for her than for me. And this is from Joan Ballinger. So that's cute. And it's like the one that I showed you in the video, the one that I showed you the easy way to do this. So you just make the centerpiece and glue it down to the back piece. So she did that. Love it. So thank you guys for the cards. And then I have my swap to show you. So most of us did the swap on the trip, and you had to do 15 cards and then swap them with everybody, and you get a bag of swaps back. So let me show you. These are absolutely gorgeous. I got some awesome, awesome, awesome cards. So this one is from Karen Duke. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Love that. And so easy. All you have to do is die cut this and die cut the birds. And then she embossed the words on there. So pretty. This one is from Jen Bach. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. And I think this is a fun fold. Yeah, it is. Fun fold. I didn't open these because everybody's cards in there. Their business card. So we weren't supposed to put our names on them. We were just supposed to put our like business card in there. So it opens like that. Love it. And then I had a lot of people did the nautical stamp sets. This is another fun fold, like a Z fold. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And she did the crinkling. You know how I love to crinkle the paper, crumble it up. And then she cut out a lot of pieces. This is a really intricate card with a lot of pieces. And that was from Made to Create with Lisa. So who is that? I could use that for my own card. Lisa Bowden. Lisa Bowden. I love that. Made to Create with Lisa. Love it. Love it. Gorgeous card. Here's another one. Aren't these beautiful? Oh my gosh. Love it. And this is Shelley Harwood. Love that. And that's also a fun fold. And then I got Winnie the Pooh. I was going to do Winnie the Pooh tonight. Karen Braxton. Oh, did I say who that was? Yeah, Shelley Harwood. This is Karen Braxton. Love it. Another beachy one. This is Marianne Grimmer. She's a friend of mine. Love, love, love this. I got to open this one because she always does awesome cards. So there might be something cool inside. So this has a belly band. And then, oh, nothing on the inside, but so cute. Love that. So it's a fun fold with a belly band. Now I'm never going to get this back in there. Oh, there we go. kind of like my clothes. I ate so much on this trip. Oh my gosh, the food was so good. And we had the best waiters. I think I posted on Facebook like the first 3 days, I think, so far. And our waiters were so awesome. So that was Mary Ann's. I got so many beachy ones. This is gorgeous. This is Rachel. I don't know Rachel's last name, but I think she's from Germany. Scrappin Scrappinium at Gmail. Scrappinium by Rachel. I'm thinking maybe she's either French or I don't know what language that is. Could be French, German, Dutch. I don't know. That looks, anybody know? Oh, it's all of them. Okay, so that's English. That's, I think, German. I think that's French. I don't know. But isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I got this one. I love, love, love this paper. This is from Lola Wrist from Missouri. Oh, that's funny. Her website, her Facebook page is Flick of the Wrist. That's her last name. That's funny. All right, here's this Velvet Meadow paper that I'm using tonight. I love this card. I should have done this card. I was going to just pick a card out of my swaps and do it. I could have done that one. That's a cute card. But then I wouldn't have had enough of this paper because you only get 6 of these out of one sheet, and every person that gets a kit gets 3. So that would only be 2 kits per page. Yeah, that's not enough. That one is Stella McKay. She's a friend of mine too. And then this one is Tamra Bertram. Butterfly fell off. Tamra Bertram. So she just did a black and white card with the flower pot. Faces. Cute. Love this card. This is that technique I showed you guys with the pinwheel in the middle. Love it. And that's Terry. I can't read that. Brink something. I don't have my glasses on. I think it says, let me see. Hold on. See if I can read it. Terry Brink Mon. I don't know. Brinkman, maybe. I can't really tell, but that's a gorgeous card. And then here's one with the balloons. I haven't gotten this set, but I love those balloons. It's so cute and the little butterflies. This is Lisa McGrew. And then this one is the new set that I just showed you a minute ago that I just got. I love this card. Love the colors. And this one is Connie Babbert. So those are all my swaps. Awesome. Aren't they good? Couldn't believe it. Usually I get a few that I don't really like, I'm not crazy about, but I think all of the ones I got were awesome. Awesome, awesome. So I was very lucky this year. There's always some people that you just don't really care for the stamp set or whatever, but I got all gorgeous cards and everybody really did a great job. Okay. Tamara's is coming up. I think Canada. I know a lot of beachy ones I love, love, love. Yep, I got back, Vicky, I got back this morning at 1:30 in the morning. Okay, so I had this kit until today. So I only got a couple of orders while I'm gone. So if you guys who ordered, I think maybe 1 or 2 people, if you would like today's kit instead of this one, if you ordered this month, I'll switch it out for you. So this kit's going to start today. And we're going to make all 3 cards to go in the kit. And this will go through the end of the month. Since really nobody's going to be ordering till the 11th. That's almost halfway to the month anyway. So remember, free shipping starts Thursday. So don't order anything till Thursday. And remember, it starts midnight Mountain Time, which is 2 o'clock Eastern Time. All right, so here's this card. We're going to make 3. And I'm going to tell you about my Alaska trip. And I got to tell you about my drive home last night. I'll tell you that first, and then I'll tell you. All right, so we have 5.5 by 8.5 peaceful pine, 5 1/4 by 4 white, and 3 of each of these. Here's the designer papers, the Velvet Meadow. So one piece we're using 2 inches by 5 1/4. This piece is 1.5 by 5 1/4. And then our berry burst is 2 by 3.5. The white is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then our little pink piece is bubble bath. So I did better on the inside. So this is what I was going for. And I tried it with several colors. I tried it with bubble bath and berry burst. Then I tried it with barely blush, the new color, and berry burst. And neither one of those pinks looked good with the berry burst. It almost looked like a grayish pink. So I just decided to stamp off the berry burst and then add the center. But for this one, I didn't stamp off hard enough, so it didn't give you the really, really drastic difference. But I'm gonna show you how to do that. So that's the screenshot for you. So um yeah, I like how the chair's on the belly band too. Sorry, I'm just reading comments real quick. You don't know any of the people I swapped with? I know, I don't know most of them either. There's only like 5, maybe 5 people in that pile that I know. There was a lot of, new people on the trip this year that I didn't know. A lot of younger people too. And then a lot of my, really good friends didn't come this year, so I guess they had already been on another trip or had something going on or something. So, we just hung out with a small group the whole time pretty much. And normally, I hang out at the swimming pool on the trips. I did go to the pool a couple days though. They had the solarium pool, which was heated in there, and it's inside, and the pool was heated too. So I hung out in there for a little bit, and it had was great views. We saw a whale while we're sitting by the pool. That was exciting. It was an orca, and then Debbie saw a whale on the side of the boat one time. And that was a regular whale. I don't know what kind, but we saw orca when we were sitting by the pool because we had a chair sit like facing right out at the front of the boat. So that was exciting. Okay, so what we're going to do first is stamp the flowers. We got to do it on this white piece and on this white piece for the inside. So we're going to do all these white pieces at the same time. The temperatures, the first day we got to Seattle was 70. Then the first day in Alaska was 60s. That was Sitka. No, we had a sea day first. So we had Seattle, then we had a sea day, and it was in the 60s. The next day was Sitka. It was in about 60 degrees. Then we went to Skagway. That was where the train was. And that day was kind of chilly. It didn't rain or anything, but it was kind of cold. And then the next day in Juneau was kind of crummy weather. And oh, wait a minute. The next day was Juneau. Um, and that's where we're supposed to do our seaplane. That was kind of bad weather. But then um, we had almost 2 full days at sea, and it was pretty nice. So, and the very last day was beautiful on the way back. We stopped at Victoria, British Columbia, and I didn't get off the boat because it was right at dinner time. And did I get the chocolate and Sitka? Regular whale. Well, I don't know. We only saw the tail. Well, she saw the tail, so we couldn't tell what kind of whale it was. But the one I saw, well, when we were by the pool, we saw the head, and we could tell it was a orca. So we're gonna stamp this on the inside, and this is peaceful pine, and we're just gonna stamp it like that, and then also on these pieces right here. So the first day in Alaska in Sitka, we went to the bear and eagle um, things. It was like wilderness adventure. We went on these trails where there were eagles, and it had signs everywhere, beware of the bears, but we didn't see a bear until we went to the bear sanctuary place. And then we went to the eagle, or what is it called? Shoot, I can't think of the word now. Um, raptors. It was like a where they're injured and they go to this place, like a little bird hospital, and they fix them right up. So then they set them back into the wild. So that was really cool. We got to see all sorts of birds and an eagle's nest. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but an eagle's nest is gigantic, like a person could fit in it. I never knew that they were that big, but we saw a real life one. I posted a picture of it, and it was like a medium sized one, but they said sometimes the eagles make nests that are 20 feet deep. And I said, oh my God, and that weigh like 2 tons. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let me get some scrap paper. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna ink it up, and we're gonna stamp it off and give it a good push because we want to get most of the ink off of there. Then we're gonna take our sponge dauber and we're just gonna tap, 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 and tap, tap, tap. All right, so then we're gonna do it, and this has to go a little bit to the side. You wanna see that little opening between the flowers? That's where that goes. So you wanna kind of tilt it just a little bit and get it like that. Thought I just stuck my finger in the, well, that looks better. I didn't tap it enough though. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. And then tap, tap, tap. Okay, so we're gonna do one more. Tilt it. And there we go. That came out better. And then do it again. So you just got to remember to stamp off each time and then tap all around in there. So this is really pretty easy to line up. I don't even have my glasses on and I can see it. Okay, so there's the 3 for the front. Now we're going to do the 3 for the middle inside. So let me tell you about my adventure. So when we went to the airport, we got a Uber, which I've only done once in my life, but we didn't want to put our car at the airport the whole week. So we get an Uber. He comes at 4:30 in the morning because our flight was at 6:55. And he was the nicest guy. He just moved here from Seattle, which was really funny. He's only been here like 4 months. And he was just the nicest guy. And so I asked him, was like, he only works in the morning because I said, "Can you pick us up at the airport when we come back?" And he said, "Oh, I only work mornings, like starting at midnight." And um, and our flight was supposed to be in at 10 o'clock. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So the funny thing was our flight was delayed. We didn't get to the baggage claim till like 12:30. So I called the Uber and we got the exact same guy. And I was all excited because he was so nice. But I don't know if you guys have ever taken an Uber, and this didn't happen going to the airport, but going home, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and he starts driving home, and he's like going the total wrong direction. And I'm like, his name was Saeed. And I said, Saeed, I said, this is the opposite direction of my house. And he said, um, oh, this is the way the GPS takes me. And I said, well, do you have to go that way? Because I can tell you the right way to go, which is not this way. Because my house is like a straight shot down one interstate. It's 17 miles from the airport to my house, straight on one road, basically, the whole time. And he keeps driving the total wrong direction. So we ended up going to downtown Norfolk, which is, the city next to mine. We go to downtown Norfolk, then we come back. Then he takes this back road all the way back to my house. We never got on the interstate the whole time. And I was like, I don't get mad very often, but I was getting so pissed because we were so tired and I wanted to go to bed. And it took us, instead of 15 or 20 minutes, it took us 45 minutes to get home. And I'm thinking, we could see the GPS was taking him this way, but I don't know why. And I was just about to lose it. I didn't get mad in the car, but I said, why can't you just go the way I tell you to go? Because this way is so out of the way, wrong. And I'm like, if you had just gotten on 64, we could have been home like 25 minutes ago. But he said they have to go the way the GPS takes them. And I said, well, that's stupid because you just wasted all that gas and time. You could have gone back and gotten somebody else by now. So we eventually got home at 1:30, and I was exhausted. Oh, I gotta dip this. And I forgot the white piece too. So we're gonna dip all these pink pieces. And this is bubble bath. This went better than the new color. And I think this is what's in the paper anyway. All right, so dip all those. And then I took the white ones and I actually went along the edges like this. So kind of like flecking with a sponge, but you're using the sponge dauber. I could dip it too, but I kind of wanted that fuzzy kind of look along the edges. Yeah, the Raptor Center was cool, and they had owls and eagles and hawks and um, what else? They had all sorts of birds there, and they were all like injured, and then they, fixed them and then let them go back into captivity. I mean, not into captivity, into the wild. But I was amazed at the eagle's nest. I had no idea they got that big. I mean, they are pretty big birds, but and the bear thing was really cool because they were also all injured bears. A couple of them had been hit by cars or shot or whatever, and so they were living in captivity. And I don't know if they let them back into the wild because they have to stay there a pretty long time. Okay, so now we can glue stuff together. Um, no, he didn't charge us more. And he kept apologizing. He's like, I have to go the way that the GPS says. And I said, I just don't understand that. I said, why would it take you so far out of the way? And he said, it always does that. So, but it didn't on the way to the airport. We went straight to the airport. But on the way home, we took the scenic route. All right, so we're just going to glue these together. And let's see, what else did we do? We had um, a lot of stuff on the boat to do, but they had this North Star thing where you get in this like bubble and it takes you on this like thing up way up in the air and you could see like all around. Um, what else? They had bumper cars on the boat. I didn't do that because of my knee, but and you wouldn't believe there was kids in the pool, in the open pool, because there's three pools. One was outside, and then the other two were inside, but one was for everybody and one was for adults only. So I stayed in the adults only the whole time. All right, this will go inside. But our room was on the top deck of rooms, which was 13, and then the 14th deck was the pool. So we were kind of under the pool, and all you could hear all the time was these kids running back and forth above our head. I was like, this is crazy. It would stop at night, but I mean, during the day, that's all you could hear. And I was like, I don't ever want to go on the 13th floor again. I thought it'd be good because you know, on the top floor, but we had good views. And then this is going to go right on the top. So this on the left and this on the right. But the food was so amazing. Our waiters were amazing. And I'm missing that food. Did I see any cute men? Not really, because all the men on our trip were married, I think. Because it was mostly women and their husbands. I didn't see any single men at all. So that was a bummer. Oh no. Vicky said a little way away from her, people cut down a tree by a river with a huge eagle's nest. There were 14 cat and dog collars in it. That's awful. I heard that they do pick up small animals, but that is bad. I have eagles that fly over my house because I have this big area of woods like across the water from my house. And the eagles and hawks will fly around looking for fish and stuff. Or I guess small animals. I don't know. That is crazy. I guess that's why they need such big nests so they can bring their food back. I don't know. We had lobster for dinner one night. That was good. But that Alaskan king crab, boy, that was the best thing I ever tasted in my life. I could eat that every day. But I'm back home and back to my normal eating and having uh bone broth and toast and yogurt and strawberries. I was like, man, I'm missing that. And we had breakfast, the best breakfast. I had eggs Benedict and French toast. It was so good. All right, so we're gonna put these on with dimensionals. Yeah, I had a great time. But you know how it is when you go on vacation. It's good to be back home and be in your own bed. And my friend Debbie that I took, I love her to death, but boy did she snore. And and then I found out I snore because I taped her one night and I said, "Listen to this." We laughed so hard at her snoring. And then the next night she taped me and I said, "I don't snore." Now I've been on a lot of trips with a lot of people and no one has ever said I snored. And I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't used to snore, but phew, I sure snore now. I felt bad because I'm like, I never knew that I snored. So I wouldn't have believed it if she hadn't done a recording of it. And I was like, but at least mine was like regular, like kind of just the same snoring over and over, just, that kind of. Hers is like she was choking to death. And hers changed like every 2 minutes. It would be like one way, and then it would be like gurgling, then she's like suffocating, then she's drowning. I was just laying there laughing. Uh, but we had a great time. She is very fun. Okay, so there's all my thanks. Now, on this one, I put the pink ribbon, and after I did that, I glued it down and I looked at it and I said, I don't really like that pink ribbon because it doesn't match that grid. So I grabbed the green ribbon. So this is the pine ribbon, and I think this one looks better. So I think I'm gonna do this one instead down here because that one matches better. So what do you guys think? I think it looks much better because that one just is not the right color. So we're going to put a little bit of tape on the back to hold it. Well, this will be the hardest part, getting your ribbon. There we go. Okay. Get that on the back. We need it a little bit lower though. You want it to kind of tuck in behind the words like that. Okay. And then we're going to glue it down because it's easier to do the next part if it's glued down. So we're just going to take this and put it on the card. And you could do it right in the middle. You could do it to one side. You could do whatever you want because it's your card if you're making it. Regular snoring like a regular whale. That's right. I did not see my mother today. I called her yesterday and, I didn't really have phone service the whole time. So I told her, I said, I probably won't call you till I get back. And I guess she forgot when I was coming back because when I called her, she's like, "Are you back?" And I said, "No, I'm at the airport." And she's like, "Are you coming over tomorrow?" And I said, No, because one, I don't have any food. So, I have to order her food too because I have to take like a whole bag of food and snacks for her. So we're just tying a little bit of a knot around this, just a regular knot. That's for you, Penny. All right, so just tie a regular double knot on there, and that'll give you that. And then if you want your little banners to be the same, just cut it, and there you go. So we're gonna put gems on there in just a second. Let's get the next one. Here's my ribbon. So put your ribbon on how you want it, and then you just make sure, whoops, you crease it right there. And try to hold it in place when you go to um, tape it down. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna have to cut that this way. Okay, there we go. All right, so then we're gonna glue this down. The scenery, though, we went through the glaciers. They're called Endicott and Dawes, I think, glaciers. And the captain said this was the first time he could go as close as he did to the glaciers. I have excellent pictures of that, which I have to post still. And we got so close to those glaciers and they were beautiful. Some of them were just like bright blue, the ice, they're just ice, kind of like icebergs, I guess. But they were so pretty. And we got really close up to them. But some people went on the whale watching tours and they really saw some whales. I'm not sure what kind of whales, but they all look pretty much the same except for the orca to me. Somebody said orcas used to be in the dolphin family, which I didn't know that. But I guess they found that out in their trip. Okay, so just, oops, tie that real tight. Then tie a knot. This is definitely the hardest part of this card. So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Oh, and that one came out really loose, darn it. I don't like that. Let's do a different one. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know why this is hard for me to do. Maybe I need to just tape it down with a glue dot. That would help. So I'm glad you guys missed me. I know you missed each other too, because you guys have all become such good friends on here. There we go. That's better. And I know you miss each other. All right, so pull that as tight as you can and then do another one. I need those little tweezers. Okay, this one's better. And then just trim it. Oops, the other one flew out. Okay, so there's two. Then we gotta do this one. And you could also do it on the other side, going to the right if you wanted to too. Oops. Okay. And then let's put a little glue dot there to hold it. Okay. I definitely like the green ribbon better than the pink ribbon. Humpback whales. Yeah. I know there's humpback whales and blue whales and lots of whales, but I don't know how to tell them apart. All right. We're going to go ahead and cut this one that way. Cut that a little bit. And then, oops, I need another piece of thread. So I just have a little scrap of thread here. Well, oops, I need to glue it down first. So these cards are pretty easy. Humpbacks are regular whales. Need to give her snoring lessons. Yeah, forgot you were back. So, oh, hey, Joan. Okay, so let's get our linen thread under here. Tie a knot. My fingers are big today. I tell you what, it was hard. And our second flight was so bumpy. So they didn't do any kind of drink service or anything. And it was 2 hours. And this girl in front of me, I thought she was going to go ballistic. She was like, "Why don't we get any snacks and drinks?" And the lady's like, the flight attendant, she's like, "Well, we had the seatbelt sign on the whole entire time because we were having so much turbulence. So we weren't allowed to get up and it would have been dangerous." And she was just having a little conniption fit. I was like, "Geez, some people just can't control their attitudes." All right, so this one I'm using the iridescent pearls basic jewels, and I'm pretty sure these are still around. I'm pretty sure I went through all my gems and double checked them. So I'm going to put a big one and a small one on here. A big one right there and a small one right there. Oops. Oh, you know what I forgot? I did little flecking. Can you see that on there? Not flecking, splattering. So I took the berry burst. I think I did the light one. Let me see. Let's see. I meant to do it before I did the ribbon. So I'm just tapping some splatters on there. And they just got all over everything. The reason I did that on the first card is because I had gotten some little fingerprints on there. You can't see them now, but I had a little bit of ink on my fingers. So I had to cover it up. So you're just tapping the top of your Stampin' Blend and getting a little bit of color on it. All right, so now let's go back to the pearls. So in your card kit, if you ordered, you'll get everything to make these 3 cards. including the ribbon, the gems, and everything. And oh, we got to give it a little squirt. Don't you like the green better than the pink? I like it. I like it. All right. Oh, that shows up good on the green part. All right, so there are all your cards. Aren't they cute? I love them. You know what was exciting is when I saw other demonstrators, that were on the trip and they came up and they're like, Lisa, I love your videos. You're so funny. That just made my day. I'm like, it's awesome that you guys watch, but when other demonstrators watch me and really enjoy it, I'm like, oh, that just makes me feel like really excited. Because I don't really watch a whole lot of other demonstrators, maybe like 8, but it's always exciting when they come up and tell you. I always get a kick of that out of that. But I said, and Penny, when you say about getting bitten by a shark, when we were on that bear trail and it had all those signs about beware of the bears, I kept thinking, if we do see a bear, I'm the one that's going to get eaten because I couldn't run because my knee was just aching the whole trip. I don't know why, but it just hurt so bad. I think because I was eating so much junk, it was just making it hurt worse. And, I was kind of limping around everywhere we went. And I said, I'm the only one that probably can't run. So I'll be the one who gets eaten. I said, so you guys don't have to worry about it. I'll be the one who has the bear has for dinner. All right. So I know you guys been waiting for a joke. So I have got a joke and then some cards to give away. So I think I picked quickie jokes for today. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see. I'll go back and read the comments for you guys. Yeah, I like the green ribbon too. She obviously has a problem. Yeah. Well, I think she just wanted the snacks more than anything. She was kind of a big girl, like bigger than me. And I think she was mad she didn't get the snacks. And I thought, dang, I'll give you some of mine. Oh, we got the best popcorn in Skagway. They had this popcorn that had kettle corn. They were making it fresh right there. And as soon as you get off the boat, that's all you could smell was the kettle corn. So, of course, we had to get a bag of that. And then we went in this big marketplace and they were making these nuts that were like cinnamon, sugar, and I guess I don't know exactly what it was, but you could smell the cinnamon and sugar on it. And we got those nuts. Oh my gosh, they were the best nuts I've ever had. And they were making them right there too. They had all these pots stirring with the nuts in them. So good. Yeah. Okay, so let me get the joke. Um okay, so these are mini jokes and they're all about the toilets. Speaking of toilets, have you guys been on an airplane lately? I hadn't flown since my last trip, which was 2 years ago, and I swear we were on brand new Southwest planes, and the bathrooms are like half the size of the old bathroom, which was already small. But you got in there and you had to go in sideways because you couldn't walk straight through the door. And then you're sitting there and your elbows are touching the walls on either side. And I'm like, this is the smallest bathroom I have ever seen in my entire life, even smaller than our room in the boat, which that was pretty small. Even though we had a balcony room, the bathroom was still small. But anyway, here's some toilet jokes. Why did the soldier flush the toilet? All right, you guys got to say, why? Because duty calls. You know how a toilet is referred to as the John? Well, I've renamed mine to Jim. It sounds pretty good when you say, I've been to the gym 3 times today. I'm going to start using that one. I accidentally swallowed a Scrabble tile. My next trip to the toilet could spell disaster. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Why? Because it got stuck in a crack. These are good jokes to tell your grandkids. All right, that's my jokes for today. All right, so it's time for card giveaway. Let me grab some card. So we've got 3. All right, so remember, this is the card kit from now till the end of the month. So if you order $100 or more, you'll get this card kit plus a card in the mail. And free shipping starts at midnight Mountain Time tomorrow night. So Wednesday night at midnight Mountain Time. So that's 2 Eastern Time. All right, here's our cards for today. And let's give a shake, shake, shake. I'd send you to your room, but you're already there. Those are cute jokes. Why? Did you get the fry bread in Skagway? No. We went on a plane trip, a train that went up this whole big mountain though. That was pretty scary. We were like hanging off the edge of the cliff, and that was kind of scary. All right, the first winner is Elizabeth Folkmer. I think that's how you say it. Elizabeth Folkmer. Next winner is Cam Reisnauer or Reisnauer. I don't know if how you say that. Reisnauer. And the last winner for today is Mary Harris. Mary Harris. All right. So if you are on this video today, or if you're watching the replay, here's my email. So send me your address. So I can send you the card. Yeah, the train ride. So that was Stampin' Up's gift to all of us. So everybody who went got this train ride for free. So that was all the demonstrators were on the train ride. So that was really fun. But it was exciting because the railroad had been built like 100 years ago, and it was right on the side of a mountain, like hanging at the edge, and you're just going and you see all the mountains and the glaciers and everything. I posted pictures of the train, and then we saw this before we got ready to go over a bridge. We saw this old bridge that had collapsed, and that was pretty scary because you never know when that's going to happen. And our train broke down on the side of the mountain, and we had hit a rock or something, and so we had to sit there for about 15 or 20 minutes while they backed up and then tried to get the rock out of the way because there was rocks falling like all the time. They have rock slides on the tracks. So it was an old timey train from like the 1800s. So it was like an exact replica of an old timey train like they used to ride back in the day. So it was really cute. And they had like a wooden, not a wood stove, oil stove on there for heat because it was a little chilly that day. So anyway, I will tell you more about all my stuff on my trip on Thursday when I see you guys again. So don't forget free shipping. That's exciting. And I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comments, all that good stuff for me. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.